Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Ron, and today we are going to be taking our third set of weapons on a Hazard 5 mission without any overclocks. I'll be showing you the builds that I'm going to run for this. We're going to be going on an elimination mission, and we're going to be taking Gunner there first. So, obviously our new weapon is the Coil Gun, but we're also going to be taking the third set, so we will be taking the Hurricane guided rocket system. I will be running my standard build for the Hurricane. So this is extra ammo in tier 1, armor breaking in tier 2, extra rate of fire in tier 3, extra AoE in tier 4. I switch between these pretty often depending on what I want to do. For this I want a little bit more area damage because I already have a lot of single target damage with the Coil Gun, so this will complement it a little bit better. And then I have stun in tier 5. For the Coil Gun, I am running extra ammo in tier 1, overcharger in tier 2 so we can get even more damage. This is specifically because we're going on a dreadnought mission. Otherwise I would probably be taking the reload system because I've found that the faster reload is really nice with this gun. Then I'm going with concussive shock because it's really nice to just concuss anything directly in front of the gun. I'm taking the defense enhancement because this one recently got buffed. It used to be 33% damage reduction, now it's 50% damage reduction when you're charging the gun. And then our last one is electric trail so that we have electricity behind our shot. For perks, I'm going to be running Resupplier to get resupplies back faster, Born Ready so I don't have to worry about reloading these weapons, Thorns to keep little things off of me, Dash to get out of bad situations, and Heightened Senses to not get grabbed by leeches or grabbers or sharks, or I don't think there's sharks. I think we're going to the Azure Weld. So leeches or grabbers if they show up. If I was playing in multiplayer, I would probably be going with Filled Medic or Iron Will. Those are really good on Gunner too. Yeah, they're really good on anybody, but Gunner in particular can make good use of them because you got your shield. For the shield, I'm running full duration like I usually do. For the zipline launcher, I'm running full reach. Actually, I'm going to go with the upgraded connector so that we have a better angle. There has been a couple of missions recently where I've just been getting like just out of the range of that angle, and it's kind of annoying. For a grenade, I'm taking the sticky grenade. Fire grenade wouldn't really do us much good against the dreadnoughts, although I was using it on the deep dive this week. Cluster grenade could also be good. You know, I might take the cluster. I haven't used that one in forever. Pickaxe, I'm using power attack and better weight balance. And then on my armor, I'm running bigger mineral bag, healthy, reactive armor, and breathing room. So beyond that, over here at Bosco, we are running 2 downs, cryo rockets, and electric rounds. Standard Bosco build for me. Dark Morkite, that is not going to help us at all. All right, to the jagged cover, elimination, and kill 10 fleas. That should be pretty easy. But let's take this there, and I'm going to be kind of highlighting the strengths of this build, potentially some weaknesses, and just how good I think it is. Maybe not compared to the other weapons. I do have videos for each of those, so if you would like to see that. I ran the minigun and the revolver. I've actually ran it without any mods on a Hazard 5 mission. That was interesting. I've also ran the autocannon and the burst pistol just without any overclocks on them as well. Just trying these challenges out, or challenges. I don't really think that this is too much of a challenge. It is more difficult than if you had overclocks in general. Of course, that depends on the overclock and the type of mission. But this is kind of just to demonstrate going on like a Haz 5 mission without any overclocks. So, a little tip right there, if you hang out inside of the pod, you will have damage reduction. As long as the pod doesn't leave or you leave the pod itself. So it's kind of nice to, yeah. Okay, that lasts the entire length of the charge time. That's interesting. And some people have been asking me for tips on Hazard 5, which I will probably make a dedicated video about. Don't let exploders sneak up on you. That's probably a good tip. Where the heck is that thing? I'm mostly going to be using the Hurricane to deal with most enemies, and I'm going to use this for dealing with anything large like the breeder here, or just to deal heavy damage. And since I'm using Overcharger, I want to wait for it to charge up a bit. It's also very useful to ping this ahead of time. Dang. Rocket didn't quite go where it needed to.
Ain't no more breeding
okay.
For this mama.
Let's get rid of these.
Booyah!
One tip that I will give for Has-5 though is use your pickaxe a lot as a weapon. That'll help. Because your pickaxe does a pretty decent amount of damage. As well as you'll do even more if you have like Slayer Step. I think gives you a buff to that. Skull Crusher's Ale is great too, especially if you're running the build that I'm running. Because then your power attacks have only a 5-second charge, I believe. Alright. I couldn't remember if that took 3 or 4 shots to break those. Well, that's not really the best. Alright, well. Dash, get out of a bad situation. That's why I bring it along. And why it's so useful. Okay, I'm just gonna run and try to find a better place to fight. Run away is a really good strategy too a lot of times. Or, you know, tactically retreat if that sounds better for you. Okay. I try to run alongside the Dreadnought shot too so that I'm less likely to get hit by it. Okay. Molly, stop body blocking me, please. Wow. She's constantly shooting that at me. Why? Let's do this. Put up your shield and you get a decent amount of time to actually fight these guys. And luckily we can just kind of hit them wherever we want. Okay. Oh, they're healing up. Fantastic. I don't need any more health right now.
For Karl!
Okay. Oh. Okay. If I can keep hitting both of them, that's great too. No. Body blind, Molly. Alright. Again, remember your pickaxe. Pickaxe does really high damage. Almost every enemy in the game is susceptible to melee attacks. Most of them actually take bonus damage from it. Okay. Yeah. Just put that there. I want to hit him with the rocket some more. Coil Gun is doing decent damage to him, though.
Shield charge and ready.
Yeah, they may have.
Ready.
Yeah, they're not trying to heal. Alright, that's one down. We just gotta focus on the other one. Yeah, one side. Hang on, gotta reload. Yeah, wow, that did a lot. Alright, and that one's down. Okay, we gotta go look for some more nitra, because I have none, actually. So we gotta look for some nitra. Because we will need that for the next Dreadnought fight. That should really be what you should be focusing on for the very first part of a Hazard 5 mission. Is just getting enough nitra to get a resupply. That way you can actually do objectives. And try to do it as fast as possible. Obviously it doesn't help if you have, you know, no ammo once you get to the objective, whatever it might be. Or if you need to hold the point or whatever it might be. Oh, there's some more. Oh, wait, no, I did get some nitra, didn't I? I actually got a Venus coming in. Oh, yeah, I had cluster grenades. I could have used those. Alright.
Off the big one.
Leave me alone, you little buggers.
And loaded.
It's bad enough that there's gas here. Found another leech. There we go. At least I get to use heightened senses. Oh, that's a spitballer. Okay, well. What the heck? Yeah, okay, Trijaw. Okay, leeches. Plural.
Out of ammo.
Huh. I haven't killed any fleas yet. I should probably do that.
I'm totally loaded.
I just haven't really been seeing them is the thing. Okay, the Dreadnought is here. Calling a resupply over there. Yeah, I'm gonna need it for this. Alright, Hurricane, get rid of everything.
Ran out of rockets.
Alright, we did run out of rockets. A little bit disappointing.
Grabbing ammo.
Alright. We'll have more rockets though.
Yeah.
And now we're good.
I'm taking some of the
And we'll
ammo.
grab another one. And we can also deposit. I'm surprised that cluster bomb did as well as it did. I think it's right here. Yeah, there we go.
Oh my beard.
You can't trigger that so long as the wall isn't deep or too deep.
That
I was
buzzing
gonna
was
say isn't
getting
deep
on
enough.
my
That
nerves.
doesn't make any sense. Alright. Yeah, Dreadnought's gonna be confused. He's like, how the heck did he hit me back there? Same with that flea. Okay. Ooh, that did a good chunk of his health. Very decent chunk of his health. And since I have extra splash damage on this, I don't really need to hit him in the weak spot. It'd be better if you could, but just so long as I'm hitting in the general area, should be fine.
Out of the way.
You can also try these. Take that. Okay. Hey, I'm standing here.
Board ready.
Okay, I think we got one stage out of him. Let's go get some health while we can.
Red sugar.
If you're running the health mod on your armor in tier 5, you should be able to tank through just about everything the Dreadnought can throw at you, assuming you're at full health, even on Has 5. More so if you're running, or if you happen to get the Red Rod Blaster. The only one that I don't think you survive is the Slam. The Slam, I think, will do enough regardless to down you. At least if you're directly next to him. If you're on the edges, then I think it depends.
Weapon ready.
I can actually hold that a little bit longer than I thought.
You can't tell you go.
Yeah.
Tell him I sent you.
Yeah, like that Slam you gotta look out for. You just have to stand on the outskirts of it. Obviously, it's much slower in solo than it is in multiplayer. And multiplayer comes out real quick. Alright, so we're there. More explosions. And then more explosions.
Out of the way. Lock and loaded. Going creep.
I have noticed one way to tell when your gun is just about to overheat and for you to release it. And that's when the line changes colors at the front of the barrel, like the electricity. It changes to a yellowish orange color. It might just be yellow. I just don't see it for very long. Nope, I'm stuck. Okay. That does sort of help. Alright. Nope. I held it for too long. There we go. I'm liking this defense mod on it too. I wasn't really using that before. You might actually be able to survive a direct hit from it. I'm wondering. I probably should have been paying more attention to these little guys. Alright, Let me go get some more ammo. I want to see if I can survive a slam from the Dreadnought if I have the charge going. I think I should be able
Getting more
to.
ammo. Really?
Okay, can you do a slam, Dreadnought? No, don't spit. Slam, come on, slam. Big slam. Before Bosco kills you. Oh, okay. Yeah, I can survive a slam. That only took out, what, a third of my health with my shield? And I am running healthy. So I imagine if I was running Red Rock, it would have done even less. Oops.
Shield placed.
Well done, team.
There we go.
Immediate dreadnought threat eliminated. Activate the transponder on the mule. We'll send in an extraction pod to pick you up.
Can't take care of that flea. I gotta go find some more fleas then.
Getting supplies.
Then we can leave. Coil Gun and the Hurricane did incredibly well on this. Not too surprising. They are really good for both. Well, the Coil Gun's really good at single target damage. And it's decent at AoE damage. It's better with overclocks, like if you have the Hellfire overclock, then it's actually really good for AoE. I heard a flea around here, I think. Oh, there it is.
Secondary objective
Alright.
has been achieved. Bonus will be transferred to your accounts on mission.
There we go.
I called for Molly.
Alright, let's call this in. I know a lot of people have asked me if the Coil Gun feels a little bit weird, given that it's another high damage single target weapon like the revolver is, and would I use it over the revolver? And I think that really depends on what situation. The Coil Gun does have some advantages over the revolver. It will do more damage per shot, at least without overclocks, because the revolver does have some crazy overclocks. The Coil Gun can still technically do more even if you do count overclocks, because like the mole overclock is ridiculous if you actually set it up. But it's kind of like thinking about this as somewhat like Magic Bullet-like. Although you can build this defensively, especially now that that's been buffed.
It's past your expiration.
So it does have that going for it. It also has the penetration going for it too. So you can save friends through walls that are grabbed by leeches or grabbed by grabbers,
Sending in the drop pod.
or even if other bugs are in the way, which you can't really do that with the revolver. So it does have those advantages going for it. Is it generally better than the revolver? If you're considering all the overclocks, probably not, but the revolver has some really, really strong overclocks like volatile bullets, elephant
Drop
rounds,
pod arrived. Mules returning to
magic
LZ.
bullets in particular, where it's like you do have some really
Drop pod
strong
departing in
things.
T-minus 5 minutes.
You have some good things with the Coil Gun though too. Like I said, you got Mole, which is really good. You got Triple Tech Chamber, which takes some time to get used to, but feels pretty strong. You've got Hellfire, which is really good for AoE damage. Hellfire is really good for the robot missions, because the fire on it persists for a long time and it builds up really fast. It seems to build up faster than most things fired. Besides maybe like Inferno from the Breach Cutter or something like that. Or maybe full heat flamethrower, but I mean, hopefully the flamethrower should build up the most heat most consistently. At least if you build it for it. So it does have that going for it too.
Drop pod departing in T-minus 4 minutes.
And it is also really fun to use. Like, being able to pick things off at a distance is pretty awesome.
Warden down. Now kill the rest of them.
Alright,
You better hurry.
The mule has been
go.
successfully retrieved. Make it snappy,
Goodbye,
team.
Bosco.
Drop pod won't hang around
goodbye
forever.
exploders. It's nice seeing you guys.
Good work.
Alright, that went pretty well. Let's see. 193 killed. That's actually a decent amount for an elimination mission. It was probably because there was a bunch of little things. Because there was like 2 Nexuses, the breeder, and we did have like a bit of swarmers there too. So that probably padded the stats a bit. Usually you don't get that many on elimination missions. So that was the Hurricane and the Coil Gun. really good weapons, really good in combination. I like them both. And that was taking on a Has 5 mission without any overclocks on them. So hopefully this video kind of helped you out and get an idea of at least how I build the coil gun and how I build the Hurricane. Thanks for watching this. I really do appreciate it. And special thanks to the supporters of this channel. These are my members over here on YouTube and my patrons over on Patreon. They get early access to videos like this. And if you would like to be a part of either of those, they are both linked in the description. Thanks everybody who does that. I really do appreciate it. You guys take care. Have a great day, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.